Hey guys, back with another Hammock Hitch stealth video. Here at the boat launch. This is actually the second boat launch that I went to. The first one I felt like I had driven into a drug deal or something shady going on, and so I had to get out of there. So this is a boat launch I've never been at, but it has a pretty good parking lot, and I feel like I'm kind of tucked away, although I'm not too hidden in the back of the parking lot right here. And so let's get this thing set up. So now that we got this thing all set up, I'm gonna get started on getting some dinner going. It's about an hour to sundown, maybe not even. And I got here a little later than I expected to, just because I couldn't go to the other boat launch, and it took me a minute to find another one that was nearby that one. So we're gonna get started on dinner. So what I'm planning on making for dinner is a recipe I found online that was, it's basically an omelet in a bag. You boil it in a bag or something like that. So I thought I'd try it, and this seemed like a good time to try it. It seemed easy enough. So I'm just gonna walk down to the water and get some water, just straight from the river here. And I'm going to be boiling it anyway, so it doesn't matter. It won't even be cooked in the water really, but I'd be boiling it anyway, so it doesn't matter that I'm using this dirty river water. But yeah, we'll just walk right down here and get some. There's people bringing a boat in, so they'll probably wonder what I'm doing, but disgusting. Okay, there's kind of a lot of people down here. This must be the time everybody leaves the water. But got my water, and we'll just go on with our day like nothing's going on. Right now you can totally see it sticking out the side. I'm kind of out further than I want to be because I want to sit behind there to cook, so I wasn't too obvious cooking. But you can totally see it right now. But once it gets dark, it should be a little more hidden. So I just really decided that you kind of just have to do what you're going to do and not worry about the people. Because I got people walking by here. Like, they keep walking by. And I keep stopping, but it's like if I stop, it looks more suspicious than if I just keep doing what I'm doing, right? I mean, I'm just somebody sitting here with a hammock hitch on the back of my Jeep, setting up a chair and about to cook my dinner. I'm not doing anything wrong. But if I act like I'm doing something wrong, then people will think I'm doing something wrong. So I'm just going to put this chair together, and I'm going to sit down, and I'm just going to act like this is just what I'm doing today. And this guy's... This way. This guy with this dog keeps driving by. The dog's like 10 pounds and it's hanging like 3/4 of its body weight out the window, and I'm like, I think it'd fall out of there. What are these people doing? It's like a tour group coming through here or something. They're dressed like yuppies. They're not dressed like people that go to a boat launch. It's a weird place. If I would have known I was coming here, I would have looked into it a little better. There's something weird going on here too. We'll have to see how this goes. If it stays weird like this, I might not be able to spend the night here. Because right now it's been really weird with the people coming by. But we'll get some food cooked up, and maybe I'll feel better if this meal I'm making is edible. So let's get started with that. Okay, so I found this recipe for this. It's like a boil in a bag omelet. And you take the omelet and you basically put all the ingredients into a plastic bag, and then you boil the water, and then you boil it for 13 minutes, and then it comes out and it's like an omelet. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but if you've seen any of my videos that had me cooking in them, you'll know I'm not a very good cook, and this sounded easy enough. So we're going to start. We'll crack the eggs into this bag. Ooh. Better watch how I do that. I'll end up with it all over my pants. Okay. And then you're supposed to take and kind of like mix up the eggs so that it's kind of like beat up. And unfortunately, it's not leaking out. Okay. That looks pretty good. And then we'll add, I cut up some ham, green peppers, and some onions that we'll add to the bag. And we'll toss some cheese in there. I have no idea how much you're supposed to put in. But generally, if it's something that's possibly not going to taste good, the more cheese, the better. Okay. And I want to get the air out of it as much as possible. Kind of mix it all up. And then you just get some water boiling. So let's make that happen. Okay. Get the leaves out of there. We'll boil up some of this dirty river water. And once that boils, then we'll get this stuff dropped in there. So I was hoping to get this done faster. This water's taking forever to boil on here, and the sun's going to be down before I even eat. But it looks like it's just now starting to boil. And I'm going to take this and just, I don't know how you're really supposed to put it in here, but I'm going to just kind of get it all to one end, I guess, and like just put it in here like that, I guess. And then you're supposed to just cook it for 13 minutes. So I'll set the timer. Yeah, and hopefully the sun hasn't gone down. Hopefully the sun hasn't gone down by the time it's done and I'm done eating, so we can go catch a little bit of the sunset. But we'll see how this turns out. It seemed easy enough that even I couldn't mess it up. So we'll let this cook for like 13 minutes, and there are so many people around this place. All these people walking their dogs. Like when I got here, there was someone walking their dogs. It's a boat launch. Okay, so while that food's cooking, I thought we'd take a couple looks at this right about sundown and see how well you can see it, since there's only one truck in here now, and that was a guy, I think, was walking his dog. There's only one person left here. So let's just take a look. From this angle, you can totally see it. And as you walk around, now right now I'm about 100 feet away maybe, and you can still see it, but not quite as much. And when you get here, I might have to move it a little bit. You can see it, but I don't know who's all going to be pulling in here at night. There's no boat trailers left. There's that truck there that the guy was walking his dog, and he hasn't come back yet, but it's getting dark. I don't think anyone's going to be here. But maybe I back into the corner a little different, a little angle. Well, we'll wait and see what it looks like once it gets a little darker. I'm going to just go over here and see. There isn't really a good shot of the sunset here anyway. But we'll walk over while that stuff is cooking, and or while the water's boiling, that stuff, and just get a shot of the sunset the best we can get, since I think that stuff's going to be, the sun's going to be down by the time I'm done eating that stuff. So I'm not going to get a good shot of the sun going down, but we'll head on back and see how this magnificent meal is working out. Here comes another car. Why is this like the busiest place ever? What do people do at a boat launch after it gets dark? I mean, there should be nobody here. I thought this would be the best place, because once it gets dark, who's out fishing? I mean, it's warm out today, but seriously. All right, let's check on this stuff. Okay, I don't know how this is gonna work. I got my headlamp with, it's already dark out. This water, whoops, my headlamp, you can't even see me in this. So the water is at somewhat of a boil. It's supposed to be boiling. So I don't know if this stuff's even going to cook. These little camping stove things, I've never really had. This one I got, I've never really had good luck with it. It takes forever to cook everything. It took I don't know how long just to get that water to boil. And it's supposed to boil for 13 minutes with this stuff in it. Hasn't passed 13 minutes yet because my timer hasn't gone off. But it's only got 2.5 minutes left, and it doesn't look cooked at all yet. But we'll see. I mean, maybe maybe it's hard to just tell why it's in this pot. But I'll pull it out in a little bit, and in like 2 minutes, and I don't know, we'll try it out. Hopefully it turns out, because I didn't really bring a backup plan for dinner. Although it's not like I couldn't make it till tomorrow without eating, but, well, we'll check on it in a few minutes, and hopefully it works just fine. So I pulled out this flashlight thinking that would help, but that's not really even doing much of anything. And yeah, this is way better. This flashlight, the batteries must be dying on it. Okay, so I'm gonna pull the stuff out. I don't know if it's done, but we'll turn that off. Anyway, oh, it's not done yet. Well, maybe it is, who knows. I'm just gonna pour it out on the plate, and we'll see what it looks like. Oh. Okay, so it's a little runny, but it actually looks like it worked. Can you see that? It's a little runny. You can see it's runny on this side. I wish I had a better light with me. But you can see it's a little runny on the side, but it actually turns out it looks like an omelet. So I'm going to try it and see what it tastes like. But it boiled in the bag, and it looks like an omelet, other than it probably needed to cook longer. I don't know if you can even see this. Fork in my pocket. All right, well, it doesn't really matter what it looks like. It matters what it tastes like. Wow. It is actually really good. And that is an easy way to make an omelet. Oh my gosh. If you were cooking that, like, not on that little stove, and you were cooking it at home, you could that's so much easier way to make it than in a pan. You just dump everything in a bag. Seriously. That is really good. Well, I'm going to eat the rest of this, and I'll catch back in with you guys in just a little bit. But this is awesome. This is, I mean, seriously a cool way to make an omelet. Okay, so that meal, that was really good for a just boil some eggs in a bag with some ham and green peppers and onions and stuff, and just pile it all in there and just boil it in water. That was really good and quick and easy, and if you've never tried that, definitely try it. 13 minutes. Cooking it on that thing, I probably could have gone one more minute because it was a little runny, but the recipe called for 13 minutes. Anyway, it's quieted down here a lot now. No cars have come through for a while now that it's dark out, and so I think this is going to be okay. The temperature is almost perfect. It's so nice out right now. It'll probably be in the mid-50s by morning. It's really nice right now, and I'm gonna watch a movie on my tablet and just hang out here and relax, and hopefully nobody comes through that causes any trouble. It looked a little iffy earlier, but for the last hour or so, it's been pretty calm. And you can't really see this. If you were coming through and you were trying to, you would see this, but for the most part, you can't really see it. I'm going to try and get a better light or some better way to light these videos up so I don't have to use this headlamp, because this is kind of, I can't really do a whole lot once it gets dark because I got to hold this little light just so you guys can see stuff. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be a nice night. And I'm going to watch a movie, and I'll catch you guys in the morning. So the sun's just coming up. It's actually been up for a little bit. It's really comfortable laying here. Kind of peaceful, but I can hear all the sounds now of people getting ready to go to work. So I think it's time for me to get up and get this stuff taken care of and taken down and get out of here before I get caught. So let's get this stuff taken apart. There's a guy walking by with his 2 dogs right now. I didn't realize this was such a popular place. I'm just gonna get this stuff and get out of here as quick as I can, because this turned out to be a busier location than I actually thought it was going to be. Another successful overnight stealth hammock hitch camping night. Like I said, this wasn't my first choice of places to be at. I had a different boat launch that would have been better, but there was something weird going on there too. But overall, the overnight was fine. It was pretty quiet. I could hear the sounds of the road nearby though for most of the night, but it was kind of soothing in a weird kind of way. But I'm going to do more of these stealth camping. I kind of like it. It's getting close. It's fall. We had a really nice night last night, and I don't know how many more I'll get in before winter, but definitely probably one more. I got a few more ideas of places that will hopefully be better than this one. There's just way too many people here. I don't know why there's so many people here this early in the morning. I mean, the sun literally just came up. Don't these people have jobs? But anyway, I'm going to get out of here, and I will catch you guys on the next one. If you like this kind of stuff, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.